日本時間6月17日、ドジャースのジャスティン・ロブレスキー投手が本拠地でのレイズ戦に先発登板しました。ロブレスキー投手は6回3安打無失点、5奪三振の好投を披露し、チームトップとなる8勝目をマークしました。試合後には6回に同僚の大谷翔平選手が放った決勝となる15号ソロホームランについて感謝の思いを語り、史上最高の選手だと最大級の称賛を送っていました。ここからはその様子を字幕付きでご紹介します。
Justin, Dave characterized tonight's game as an old school pitcher's duel. How fun was it to be out there and go toe-to-toe with Rasmussen?
Yeah, I think anytime you get to face one of the guys that's one of the top guys in the league, and I think he is that right now. I think he's a really, really good pitcher. I think you kind of get excited, and I love the competition, trying to go out there and match zeros with guys like that. So yeah, it was a really good time, and he pitched really well too.
How much were you feeding off the plays made behind you, and how much were they feeding off the way you were pitching tonight?
Yeah, I'd hope to say it was 50-50, but yeah, our defense is incredible. They've been great all year, and it's gives me more confidence to just fill the zone and let them make plays behind me.
You had talked about wanting to get better starts in games. You certainly did that tonight. What were the adjustments of you coming out with that mindset with 97, striking out Caminero among those guys?
Yeah, I think it's just come out firing and throw your best stuff early, because obviously the top of the order is typically the best hitters in the lineup. And I think we had a good plan and came out and we executed it pretty well to those three guys and just got the ball rolling.
Facing a team that doesn't punch out a lot like the Rays do, does it excite you when that's an extra challenge, or do you try to stay the same in how you attack the hitters?
Yeah, I think, obviously you're not expecting teams like this to punch out a ton. You look at kind of characteristically who the team is before you face them, and there's guys within each order that do strike out more than others, but at the same time, my goal is always the same. I'm trying to get the two strikes and then see what we can do from there. But I think when you see a team that doesn't strike out a ton, you got to fill up the zone, and you got to make good pitches in order to get out. So I feel like we did a great job of that tonight, and Chucky called a great game too.
Whether you expected it or not, you've become an integral part of the rotation. Team leading 8 wins. How do you feel about what you've been able to contribute?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I feel great. Thanks Shohei for tonight. That was great. It feels great to kind of I guess pitch well and pitch well for a team like this, and it's been a lot of fun for me.
When you're going into a start like tonight and you're pitching on 4 days rest, how aware are you as far as just the limitations they may put on how far you go?
Yeah, I mean, I think always my goal is just to go out there and pitch till they take the ball away from me, and whenever that may be, that's kind of when I come out of the game, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'm aware, they're going to try to protect me, and this organization especially does a great job to try and, protect your arm and keep you ready for, obviously the season, but September baseball and October, and pitching those times, and I think they do a great job of that.
You can't ignore the hour 52-minute game. What kind of effect does that have? We don't see that very often, if at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's just not only obviously myself, but I think everybody that came out of the bullpen filled the zone and did a great job. And when he's dealing and we pitch a good game too, I think that's just kind of what a product of it. But under 2 hours is pretty cool, especially when we got a noon game tomorrow. So that's good for the boys.
You mentioned Shohei. Do you ever get used to all the ways he's able to impact a game?
No, I mean you kind of just come to expect him to do whatever he does. Like, that's just kind of him. But no, it's obviously he's the best player of all time, I think, and it's been really fun to watch, and I think I'm just super lucky and blessed to be able to be his teammate and watch him play. So it's been super cool.
When you're rolling like you were tonight, is the feeling like just give me a run and that's all I need?
I think for me, I try not to worry about what's happening on the other side. I think my goal is always to go out there and throw up as many zeros as I can, and if I do that, I think we got a good chance with our offense. So my whole goal is just to go out there and try not to focus on what's happening on the other side, and just go out there and fill up the zone, and again, like, just control the things that I can control and that I know make me successful, and just keep doing them over and over.
Have you allowed your mind to wander to the possibility that you could be part of the All-Star team in Philadelphia?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that's obviously pretty cool, and that's something that obviously we're all chasing, and every time, I think if that's not your goal as a player, as a pitcher, as a whatever, I think maybe, I don't know, not everyone has the same mindset towards it, but if you don't want to be one of the best in the game, I don't know what drives you. That's kind of what drives me, is just kind of coming out and trying to be the best version of myself and see where that falls. And it'd be super cool, but again, you can't focus on it too much. I just want to go out there and control what I can each time out, and if I do that, the chips are going to fall where they fall.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Dave, what can you say about Robleski again, just from the first inning on, really attacking tonight?
Yeah, he was attacking all night. That's who he is, and it was good to see. First day he was on, regular rest, short rest, whatever, and so didn't want to push him too much tonight. But he gave us everything we needed, and it was just good to see him compete, and that's kind of what he does.
How much of your defense has been overlooked as far as the success so far?
It's it just goes hand in hand. The pitching with the defense, and the positioning has been great. The defense, Max got a lot of action today, a lot of hard contact, made plays, and then Mookie's just been fantastic at short. And then the double play turn with Freeland right there was a big play, when Klein was in the game. So just really stellar defense, and certainly overlooked. But when you talk about the pitching, the defense has to be mentioned.
Skipper, what pleases you the most, or what pleased you the most about tonight?
The thing that pleased me most about tonight is the way Robo just continued to go after guys, and obviously it was a very fast game. The pace of play was great. There was a rhythm to it, and Rasmussen's a very good pitcher. We don't see him very often, but this guy's an elite pitcher, and for us to find a way, Shohei hitting a homer, to win an old school baseball game, 1-0, under 2 hours, really fun baseball game to be part of.
What is Shohei kind of done differently at the plate to get some of the power back that was missing?
I think it's just we talked about this a couple weeks ago. It's just near missing the baseball in the sense of he was hitting the ball hard, doubles, some singles, and then if he was just missing it a little bit, they were going to be slow. And so that's what's happening. Seeing the baseball well, swinging at good pitches, and then like we've always talked about, when you use a big part of the field, there's just no one better.
When Robleski's throwing 97 in the first inning and he goes right after Caminero the way he did in that first inning on 3 pitches, does that kind of tell you something about the way the night's going to go for him? I just think that the dependability with Robo in the sense that that he's going to go after guys. And his first pitch is like his last pitch. And he's the epitome of go as hard as you can for as long as you can. And until the manager takes the ball from you. And tonight we asked, 6 innings, and he did that, and he passed it to the pen, and they were fantastic. So I think the dependability from the first pitch, Caminero is one of the really good hitters in baseball, and it's fun to see a team like this because we don't see them very often, but very talented. And but he didn't run from that. Is the 6 innings and the 65 pitches you had for him due because of the regular rest, 4 days rest?
Yeah, and I think he had 5 punch, which is great, but there was still some hard contact in there. So I think for me, it's you got to the teeth part of the lineup, and I just felt that with the short rest, he did his job.
What's the plan for Ohtani tomorrow?
Shohei's going to pitch, and then he's not going to hit.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
いかがでしたでしょうか。このチャンネルでは MLB で活躍する日本人選手の最新情報を中心にどこよりも熱くお届けします。専門家の分析や選手の生の声で観戦がさらに面白くなりましたら、ぜひチャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。皆様の応援が励みになります。今回も最後までご視聴いただき本当にありがとうございました。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。